All right. What is up? What is up? I am They Coming, and welcome to my new stream. What's up, nerds? How's it going, guys? How's it going? So, things look a little different today. They certainly do. They look a little bit different. And I must give a massive shout to my buddy here. A new viewer just popped into our stream yesterday and said, hey, can I make you an overlay? And I was like, yeah. So he sent me something. I was like, well, I like this about it. I like this about it. Ended up, he gave me a couple things that I can work with. But the biggest thing that he did for me was he made this little camera box, which is probably very simple to do. Let's be real. But it got me out of feeling like I had to do the old thing. Got a bigger camera for you guys so you can see me a little bit better. So you'll have to let me know what you think. Also, I got kind of fancy schmancy. I retooled our army discussion scene, and I mapped the army discussion to where when I update it over here, it automatically puts it over there. So you'll have to let me know what you think of that, because that's kind of hot in my mind. Kind of hot. Happy 4th of July, man. Thank you very much. Merca. Yep. Thank you very... Happy 4th of July to all my USA folks. Thank you for the happy 4th wishes. How's it going, Kieran? Eddie, Phantomass. By the way, I need to mod Mr. Phantomass here. Had a discussion with him. Phantomass, congratulations. You are now a moderator of the channel. Standard moderator. There we go. Phantomass is now a standard moderator for your channel. Yay, yay. Okay. So anyways, yeah, the other thing, our trophy counter is back. So I just decided to leave it right there. And I thought this actually ended up looking kind of nice because it makes it a little bit bigger. I mean, obviously the true trophy count is right beneath it, right? But it's a little bit bigger, and it's sitting there. It's just a little easier to see. So having that overlay, it looks kind of nice. Also got the trophy count over here, and I actually might make this a little bit bigger while I'm thinking about it. Let's see, trophy count browser source. Let's blow you up a little bit. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Double nice. Triple noise. We like it. All this good stuff. So anyways, as you can see, I am very excited to have my new overlay. I still have some space to work with over here, right? So if I want to put some information in there, I can. And congratulations, Phantomass. Yes, of course. What's up, Doc? By the way, I saw those pictures of your 4th of July steaks. I'm super jelly. Super jelly. Got any plans today? Well, there are some fireworks displays that will be downtown. I've got some family that want me to come see them a little later, so I shall. But you have to remember, I'm taking care of some dogs this week, and I'm staying at their house. Staying at the house with them at night. So there's a lot of back and forth. Their house isn't that close to where I live, so it's a good like 30-minute drive to get there and then 30 minutes back. So anytime I go there and back, it's like at least an hour to an hour and a half. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Got to make that money. Got to make that good money. They're letting me eat their food while I'm house sitting for them, because I'm like dog/house sitting for them. What's up, Johnny? Welcome back. Mr. Faceman looks nice. Thank you very much. So anyways, yeah, what I am like super proud of this over here. This scene that I made before, right? I can hot swap all these things out to like share the army with you. But as I do that, I'm referencing this page over here So that means that I can change this page and it automatically shows on this page. Lit. TC got the brains. Super proud of that one. I had to come to YT, was getting a lot of ads. Haha. Yep. Thank you, Cody. Thank you for being here, man. What's your IGN again, Cody? So anyways, let's go ahead and look at this. We are not running CoinStash anymore. I was looking for a build. I'm not gonna lie. I've been like really going back and forth between, do I want to run CoinStash on Queen? Do I have to have the Fireball? I think I do need the Fireball. CoinStash on Queen just feels weird. So like, I don't know. I feel like Fireball Blazing Light is just the way. Until someone shows me something else. I was toying with the Barbarian Charge yesterday a little bit. It was interesting. However, I didn't like it as much as Fireball Blazing Light. It was interesting because the Barbarians will also collect coins and gems for you, similar to the way Mortis can send out his bats to collect coins and gems. So that's one interesting thing about running the Barbarian Charge. But I just didn't feel like it did enough. So we're gonna be sort of going to a more standard build, but also I saw a video that Stormy put out today, and he said that it's a broken build. I could only identify 2 of the 3 epics, so I've chosen the 3rd epic. I've chosen Dr. T. Don't you think it would work better with CoinStash instead of Fireball? I was running CoinStash yesterday, and if I'm being totally honest with you, I don't like it. I don't like it. So let me go ahead and tell you, we're gonna run Stormy's line because he was he apparently had a nice string of games. I'll have to see how it works at our trophy level though, because we're gonna be dealing with a lot of RKs. The games that he did play, I saw some Mortis, I saw some Queen, and I saw some Barbarian King. I never saw him fighting like an in-game RK. And good RKs will play for the end game. So we'll see how the build works, but this is what we're gonna run. So let me go ahead and swap my stuff out here. Line this up with everything on screen. Frankie in that slot, and then we're gonna have Optimus and that. All right, so it's a perfect match. Hold on, let me see if I can... In tweaking some of this, I guess I didn't notice a couple things. So let me see if I can help us out just a little bit. Move you up slightly. Pull you down slightly. Yeah, just so we can all see a little bit better. A little bit better. Okay, so here we go. Let's go and hit play. If you're interested in running the line yourself, you may do so, nerds. You may do so. Feel free to give it a go. Let me know what you think. Put this behind that. Yeah, that's better. Nice. Time to full screen. Let's go. Okay, so let's go. Don't you think it'll work better? Yeah. CoinStash just never felt like the way. I can get decently large, but I was looking for something that can actually deal, like... Alright, that guy's mad. Let's see if we can get a maybe baby going. I'm terrible. Gotta warm up. Alright. Dude, I would love to get a Mavis. What the bats was that?
Some good damage there. Awkward start, to say the least.
7 players remaining.
People will not leave me alone. I would love to get some money, boys. No one is letting me do it. Not feeling good on this one. Got a little something there. Wizard's probably a good pick at this moment. Cool. Guess we'll play this moment like this. Did we lose everything there? Almost. All these massive squads, dude. Actually crazy. Janky early game. Man. Got a shot. Rip.
6 players busted.
7th place? What the hell? There's like less than a minute left. You mean to tell me that many people were alive? What? Okay. Gotta get warm. Face cam position is much better. Nice, Ghost. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Oh, you're no letter names. Okay, Cody. Okay. Yeah, bro. I've played a dozen games today. Almost every one has been quite toxic. Had to change my strat and started winning again. With my build, I can max squad or get 95% there for in game, but it works for me and may not work for others. But I busted max RK with 11k games. Max PK with 10k games, and I'm at 4,200. I'm happy. Noise, 7-man lobby. Yeah, that was like, I was not expecting that. 60 seconds, I was like, okay, it doesn't really matter right now. And surely it did. Rush middle real quick, then get back. Then go back to running ring until you get built up. Doing good, man. Doing good. Doing good. I slept well, you know, if I'm being totally honest, first off, cheers. Orange cream Coca-Cola. Sorry, they coming 7 players. I guess you were in the game. No worries, man. I had a rough start. First game of the stream too. I think everyone's sweating already. I need to get sweaty. Don't recognize any of these names. See if it matters. Rip. See about this guy. Good night. All right. I hit the first combo. That's all your boy can ask for.
Someone's farming.
Players remaining.
Picking all the fun stuff. Is it the blessed RK?
Coco.
Where are these people? What are they doing?
Wizard.
God bless America.
Traitor. 4 players remaining.
We're missing something.
2 minutes left. Wizard. Fusion.
We need to be looking for a third party, I think. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Wizard. Mega.
Here's some money. God, man.
Leon.
I want that aggression right now, but man, it's like I can't quite capitalize when I get the first kill. I'm missing my Poco too right now. That hurts.
Final stretch. Battle healer.
So awkward. Oh, that was a miss. Hard miss.
Fusion.
Gosh.
30 seconds.
The punish sucks.
Leon.
Can we make something happen?
Wizard. 3 players remaining.
Ah, GG.
5, 4, 3, busted.
Do 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 do.
Finish third. Way to go.
Let's see. How don't you have Frank? Who are you talking about? I have Frank in mind. I guess you're talking about Kieran's. Max AQ and half RK. I haven't bought BK. Yeah, he uses tank, but you need heavy as well as buff hotshots. Help no Frank. But still, a chest should have given you a Frank. So tank is the best replacement for Frank in this build? Probably. You know, I was running tank before I put the Frank in. Just to have more damage. Like single target damage, right? Already 4,000 games for 2.0. WTF. 4,000 trophies? Not games. Playing Trader again? Oh, yeah. Every single queen that runs me over is on Trader. And it's not even close. I haven't been able to beat a queen that is on Trader when I have no Trader. Like, actually zero. Tank was good because every hot shot did a little stun. Or every shot did a little stun, yeah. True. But now it doesn't stun like that anymore. Can only get Frank if I buy BK. What? But you have no money?
Common.
1.5k games is a solid number. When 2.0 released, I think I was just over 13,000 games. And now I'm at almost 17,000. Oh my god. I've played almost 4,000 games since 2.0's release, guys. That's the truth. Actually, real talk. Actually, real talk. Tells you how much I play. But let's say that the majority of that 4,000 games was on RK. So I have got to improve on Queen. Like, I just have to improve on Queen. Until Endgame, that way, if it gets busted, you can reuse the usability more. Huh? Pick heavy and healer, but never fuse to mega. That's expensive, Johnny. Like, you will have a hard time getting large if you start heavy and battle healer and you just don't fuse. That would be so expensive. You'd have a hard time building the army if your base box cost to begin with is like, what is it? Like 10 after the first unit you max out that isn't battle healer and heavy. It's an expensive start.
Collect gems to win.
Okay.
Leon Fusion. Leon Mega. Fusion.
Took all my stuff.
Leon.
It's kind of scary there. Not gonna lie. He might come for me again too. I see him up there.
Trader. Fusion.
Bro! Are you joking?
9 players remaining. 8 players
Like,
remaining.
give me a freaking break, dude.
Busted.
Give me a break.
Keep going.
Give me a break, man. What an asshole. Like, come on. Kill the RK, dude. Kill the bot. Don't go for like scumming the real player out of trophies like that. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Kill the bot. Oof. That is so cringy, dude. I also cannot stand, and maybe this is because of my sleep. I did not sleep well last night. First and foremost, I'm taking care of these 2 little dogs. And the owner told me that this little dog, like, wants to sleep in the bed with you. But I wasn't, like, totally interested in that. So, like, I shut the bedroom doors. I wake up. The dog has pushed the doors open and is in the bed. But I freaked out because I had closed the door. I didn't think the dog could get into the room. So my instant thought was, is somebody in the house? And then I walked out to the kitchen, and there's a light on upstairs, and I'm like, I don't remember that being on. So, like, I don't know if their house is, like, haunted, but I did not sleep well after that. Like, I flat out locked my door. Like, closed it and locked it after that happened. Kind of freaked me out.
Leon Mega.
Did not sleep too hot.
Fusion.
Oh. All the money's gone over here, by the way.
Go. 9 players remaining. Nice.
Here he is. Here's Johnny.
7 players remaining. Poco. Poco. Fusion. 6 players remaining. 5 players remaining. Poco. Mega. Trader. 4 players remaining.
Sweet.
2 minutes left. Trader. Fusion.
It's like we don't know how to stay out of trouble until we're like a decent size. Also, those recruits not dropping coins for me is super dumb in my mind.
Dynamite. 3 players remaining.
Rip, dude. Lame as hell.
Trader. 2 players remaining. Final stretch.
I cannot stand these arcades that run 3 million miles an hour.
Leon.
Like, cut me some slack, game. Look at this.
Poco. 30 seconds.
I got nothing, man. Arcades are just ridiculous. Actually ridiculous.
Busted.
Oh, we got second place? Okay, sure.
Marvelous.
That's fine. Hard out there for Queen. Oh, yeah. I think that when I watch some live streams, I'm thinking to myself, why don't I have players in my lobbies that like auto feed or like don't get big at all? I feel like all of my lobbies, people just get massive, especially the arcade player. Like, there's no RKs that are doing anything center until, like, the final minute of the game. And then when they come there, they're, like, built like a brick house. Seven Pins just tried to put me out the bot lobby. He ignored all the bots and chased me for a minute and a half. Still got second. That's wild, Johnny. I am not looking to playing games with Seven Pins. This is why I got my build the way it is. Congratulations. Cody the dude kept focusing everybody. Fusing everything. Ghost in your name. Is your same strat now. Barb in place of Farmer. Hard out there for Queen. Is Mortis even meta now? Not still not really. I don't see Mortis doing very well. These Queen players are making a joke out of me. They're spamming arrows, then run away, dance out of range, come back, and throw arrows again. That's kind of the playstyle for the Queen, though. Like, if you're not going to inflict critical damage, at least chip down the opponent. Because, like, you have to think, okay, so if the Queen doesn't do that, and the Queen just plays for the late game, the RK is going to be, like, twice your size, despite having the same number of squaddies, right? Why are the arrows doing so much damage and are this fast? It's just what it is. Why does the fist deal so much damage, and why does your squad get 105% extra damage when you hit the fist? Oh, and that's not even thinking about Leon passive or Trader Potion passive either. Like, Barbarian King deals a ton of damage when he hits a fist. Yes, Ghost, your squad deals 105% extra damage when you hit your fist. 105 on Barbarian King passive alone. I would really like to kill this guy real quick.
Crushing it. 9 players remaining. Nice. 8 players.
How did you get the key? How did he get the key?
Remaining. Leon. Fusion. Leon.
Bro! Like, please!
Fusion. 6 players remaining. Mavis. Mega.
You can try it again, right? That's Ghost. Ah! I'm getting the Frank because, yeah, the King is trying it. Oh, that's bad. Where are these people? I would love for Mavis to pick a carrot. Do it. Didn't do anything, and now I just die. Now everything dies. Like, actually crazy.
Final stretch. Wizard. Wizard. Fusion. Wizard. Mega.
All right, is anything possible? Can I kill something?
30 seconds left. Dr. T.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Busted. You finished third. Impressive.
Oh my gosh. He let the king go, but he didn't let me go. That's wild. Sucks. Third place. I'm out. Ugga Ugga is hunting me. This little RK. Hey, it's tough out there, guys. You know, certain times of the day when I play, I find a lot of the same players. Other times of the day, I find completely different players. CDE, RSD, and RTK people. Why? Why, guys? What's in the shop? Oh, check for emotes. Okay, let's see if we can get our last battle healer emote real quick. We'll buy it, refresh it. There it is! Ta-da! There it is. All right, nerds, I'll show it again. Yesterday, we got one of the emotes that we needed. We only need one more. in the Spike journey, if you buy every single battle healer emote that's offered, you can get some early progress towards Spike. Remember this. I would recommend, if you have a ton of gold, nexting your shop emotes. Well, buy every single one, because I have like 30,000 points or something. Tickets rather. But once you get it, boom. It's now unlocked. So if I go back to my Spike book, I can see 1, 2, 3, and 4. I've got all the battle healer emotes, some early progress towards Spike. That's the most that I can possibly do for Spike. So let's see, how many unlocks does that give me for the book? It gives me, let's see, 1 on that page, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm at 13 out of 45. That gives me just shy of the Barbarian King here. Makes me wonder if you can still buy those Barbarian King ones, or if they've taken them out of the shop. Something tells me they've taken them out of the shop. But I'll buy this. And because I have all those, I'll just be going for the 2 that are offered every single day. What's up, Big Papa House? Hello, TC. Happy 4th of July. Happy, happy, happy. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right. Doc, I think I think you're kind of wrong about the RK not being able to fight kind of early. I played around with like a Leon start on RK, and I gotta say, the damage is great. Like, the early delivery damage is pretty great. Like, you have to imagine, if you get a trader, right? And you have chicken clones, and you pop the trader potion, you throw a delivery, and you have Leon, all those chicken clones are going to be dealing more damage. The trader potion will be giving you more damage. You'll get a double damage proc. So early game fighting with RK is possible. You just have to have the right spell combinations. Can we get a Mavis? I hate my life, dude. Missing the point blank stuff is hilarious to me. Here it comes. He took my key too. What a jerk.
6 players remaining. 5 players remaining.
Gosh, that's the worst thing that could have happened right there.
Fusion.
We're never going to be able to get carrots now.
Mavis, Mega. 2 minutes left. Dynamite.
There's some carrots. I see him. It's time to go. still no Poco is actually killing me right now. There's the RK. There it is. There's nothing I can do. Dr. T for stunning right. Yeah, if I can get to it. You know, maybe the economy is just too important. Put coins back in. It's like whatever I take out off of my if I run coin stash, I don't ever feel like I get to deal as much damage. But if I don't run coin stash, I don't get big on queen hardly ever. Like ever. I still cannot find the right build and lineup. Yeah, it's like Trader is still too essential. Poco is still too essential. The queens that are beating me are not running heavies. They're not running heavies. Which is wild. It's such a it seems like such a fantastic synergy. But I never see these queens playing heavies. They're playing Poco, Trader, Mavis. Max Leon start. Start with Mavis Leon. But then I'm slow. I can't really attack. Every time I trade something, it's like I feel so uncomfortable. RK is different. It's like you can start a few different ways and it all feels kind of good. Queen is not the same, man. I'm having a lot of like growing pains on this hero right now. Like serious growing pains this week. Yeah. Mavis and Medic. Oh. No, Chicken Clones is terrible on Queen. No Chicken Clone. Tried it last night, felt awful. Actually awful. Medic, no. Never. No. Awful build, my friend. I'm sorry. I have to say no to that. That's really no good. Mavis Medic on Queen with Chicken Clone and Blazing Light. No. Yeah, you're slow and there's not enough damage output. If someone walks up to you, you just die. Play heavy Mavis and Poco with no Trader, right? Yeah, see, it's the queens that are running me over, like when it comes to these fights, not a single one of them is running heavy. I think there's, one guy. Greg's other axe. He's running heavy. Chicken Clone, Attach, Enraged. Playstyle matters, like with BK, you need to farm, but you need heavy in AQ lineup. Curon, the people that are beating me on Queen do not run heavy. I don't agree with you. You don't need heavy. Like, you just don't. Like, okay. We're gonna do this. Coins. We're gonna prioritize our economy. High priority to economy. We're going to force a large squad no matter what. Coins are going to help us proc up the trader potion late game. We're going to force a hard, large economy. Because, okay, I actually did try tricking clones yesterday. I was thinking, I'm sick of getting gas pedaled. Like, I've had the full range of emotions running Queen. I don't get large enough. I don't run fast enough. The RK has like 3 different speed boosts. I don't hit hard enough. I can't actually stay and fight. Other people's units are tankier than mine. I've had the full range of emotions, full range of starts. Chicken clones on Queen, I can easily say was the worst decision of all those to try out. Actually the worst. 100%. I would love a Mavis. I would love one. Game really doesn't want me to have a solid economy this game, I guess.
9 players remaining. Mavis, fusion. Mavis, mega. 8 players remaining. Trader. Trader. 7 players remaining. Fusion. 6 players remaining.
Okay, so we've gotten decently large. We haven't picked a single fight yet.
Wizard. 5 players remaining. Wizard. Fusion. 4 players remaining. 2 minutes left. Wizard. Mega. Fusion.
Not quite. I'm still alive. Not for long.
Dr. T. Mega. Final stretch. Gem mine open. Mega. Seconds. Dr. T.
What's going on right here, huh? No way.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Close!
Finish.
For a second, we were in first. AQ is an emotional roller coaster. True that. AQ is definitely an emotional roller coaster. What I can say, though, is it's like in the last, how long has the season been? 4 days at this point? 3 days? In the last 3 days, I go through periods of feeling like I can't get my squad large enough. I need more money. I'm not fast enough. I need more speed. I'm not tanky enough. I need more HP. Like, I need more health shield, right? Right now, I'm forcing a better economy because I'm not getting large enough. And I'm trying to make my squad as big as possible for late game fights. Because early game, I'm just not quite getting it done right now. Try out Ice Wizard. I'll pass. Wizard, I think, is too good for Queen. I think Dynamite is also too good. It's the most reliable source of splash damage in the game. And then Frank is too good to be fighting Kings. Like, stun recovery tech is too good. You're used to RK's huge squad. Yeah, but I mean, like, taking the early game fights, like, I'm not playing Fireball right now. I just took Fireball off. I just put coins on. So it's like, if I'm shifting to coins and Blazing Light, I have to force a large squad. Nice cam setup. Appreciate it, man. Credit to Mr. What's his name again? Wordamans. Wordamans he hooked me up. He gave me this little thing. He also gave me a couple, like, sample overlays. And I said, well, I really like it, but I'd like to be able to customize this bottom part a little bit on my own, which I did. And that's our build. Except we just turned on coins. So let me go over here to the army discussion. I'll take off the Fireball. Ability top. Coin stash instead of Fireball. Feels so funny doing this on Queen. It really does. Dr. T, a little bit more interruption, but also like a bodier, you know, like something that can just like stand in front. Use Wizard as starter, then Dynamite, Tank, and Ice Wizard. You know, I was playing with Greg's other Axis start, which was Wizard and Leon. And I thought it was okay, but then it's like, if I get ran on and I don't have the max, I actually can't escape. And that's the issue for Queen. All right, we got a game. Enlarge the screen. Brother, you don't got to remind me every single time. All right. How many more days do we have to play this map, too? I really want it to go away. It's not my favorite. Cool. Barely got out of there. Take it to the limit. Da, da, da.
2 minutes left. 4 players remaining.
There's a lot in the middle that I did just totally missed out on. I'm an idiot. Literally did something that was totally bad. Man.
Dr. T. Fusion. Final stretch. Dr. T. 3 players remaining.
Bro, I suck.
Leon. Coco. 10,
Can we make something happen?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Nope.
busted. You finished third. Terrific.
Yeah, Ruffs and Mavis would be really weird on Queen. You'd get abused. Like, these guys would abuse you for that. Like, straight abuse you. RK and BK getting needed. Getting nerfed. I guess Queen will do better soon. Huh? What? I think that's what you meant. That's where the difference is. Highlighter is toxic. Sandwich screw at the end. I mean, I kind of like took the Hail Mary play. I was in last place anyway. I was in third place. There was no better play for me to make. If I'd waited, then the game just would have ended, and I would have stayed in third. RKs, once they get impossibly big, they're incredibly difficult to crack. Actually, guys, we are right at 1 hour. I'm going to use the bathroom. Probably a good time for me to reset my mental. TC got a PP. We'll be back for another couple hours of live streaming. I'll put up a 2-minute timer if you're new to the channel. I don't make you wait longer than 2 minutes. When it counts down to 0, I'm back in my seat and we resume. So hopefully second hour we can find a little bit better groove. These games have felt really rough. Of course, it's definitely a skill issue on my part to a certain extent. But build is also very challenging for Queen, it seems. I haven't really been able to settle into any one thing that just feels good yet. But we'll keep it up. See you in a couple minutes. All right, guys, we are back. We are back. And before you ask, yes, I washed my hands. I washed my hands. They're clean. We're ready to go. We're going to kick it off for another hour of Squad League pushing on our rusty Archer Queen. Got to dust off the cobwebs for sure. These last 3 days have been a trying experience. Coming off of RK, trying to sort of relearn / master the Queen has been very tough, very challenging. But we do have a max level Queen, so that's at least one thing. But there's a lot of other max level Queens out there. There's a lot of maxed RKs. There's a lot of max BKs. Everyone's got max heroes at this trophy range. Hardly anyone is running sub-max anything, so yeah. Let's kick it off. We're on the coin stash in the blazing light. Let's go ahead and queue. While we're queuing, I'll go ahead and show the army full screen. If you would like to try it yourself, you may do so. I was gonna say no, TC, don't say it. Yeah. We've decided, at least for the moment, that maxing out our economy is like essential. Going for a solid squad, making sure that we get Wizard and Mike online. Super happy. Super, super, super important to us at the moment. Popotech is a really good Queen player. Gotta be careful. I'm dying now. Bro. Sucks to suck. All right. Let's calm it down for a minute. I think prior... Gosh. I hate it when I do that. Prio on Wizard, I think, is preferred. Nice. That's good. Chunk down Popotech a little bit. Can we get out? Bro, it's so unfortunate. Nice. Okay, so we were the best queen in the lobby. I'll take that as a W. I'll take that. We could put ourselves in a really bad spot with that king in the middle. But it didn't feel too bad. Almost died at the very beginning of the match. Book. Lava Bomber. Nice. Dude, what's it going to be like when we hit treasure room level 1000? What's that going to be like, huh? Wow, we have so many levels to claim. That is crazy. We have almost 200 rewards to claim. That is nutty. 130 something. 134. 107. 107. Brain. $170-ish. Yeah. Sorry. I did not sleep well last night, guys. It's always when I house sit, I'm like sleeping in somebody's house in a bed that's not mine, and then one of their pets wants to like come into the room with me and jumps on the bed and then hogs the bed. Like, ugh. I woke up at 4:30 this morning. Thought someone had broke into the house. Had like a mini heart attack. Bro, I'm so bad at this game.
Unstoppable. 6 players remaining. 5 players remaining. Mega. Wizard. 4 players remaining. Wizard. Fusion.
Little small victories versus the RK is definitely worth. I'm shocked that I didn't get a second truth there. Open the carrot! God bless America. Oh. One wrong turn against a BK. Maybe this is such... Oh my gosh! My squad is standing there doing nothing, and Mavis is also standing there doing nothing. Like, please, can we fix that? Please, can we fix that? Mavis, please do your job. At the moment, do you think AQ is better than RK? Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. RK is definitely better, my guy. RK is more stable, and when you get massive, hard to crack. Very hard to crack. It's just BK and RK now. Queen is tier 2. Yeah, totally agree with that statement. Mavis baking a carrot cake with no carrots. Yeah, basically. Open the carrots! Yeah. Sorry, dude. I just like... When Mavis doesn't do something, I'm just like... Game, please. I've been max searching for another hero to invest my points. I mean, listen, Queen isn't terrible. But man, is BK and RK just so much better at the moment. Now, BK players will tell you that they're scared of Queens. And they're not wrong to be scared, but like... One fist lands, that Queen's usually cooked.
Collect gems to win. Go. Leon Fusion. Leon Mega. Max Fusion. Max Mega. Mavis.
What we're here for.
Mavis Fusion. Mavis Mega. 9 players remaining. Poco Fusion. Poco Mega. 8 players remaining.
Kill something, please.
Crushing it. 7 players remaining. 6 players remaining. Traitor. Traitor. Fusion. Traitor. Mega. 5 players remaining. Dynamite. Dynamite. Fusion. Dynamite. Mega. 2 minutes left. 4 players remaining. Wizard. Fusion.
Carrots!
Wizard. Mega. Frank.
Here's Narcissist.
Fusion. Final stretch. Mega.
Did he take all that money from me, or am I just making that up? We did a thing! We beat the other two RKs! Let's go! It's tough, but it can be done. We got both of them. Narcissus and Ugga Ugga. GG! So we got to play for the late game. We can't get involved in this early scrapping. If we're playing Coin Stash, we got to play for the late game. We've got to play for the late game. And then we have to, like, force them to fight us? Or, like, okay, what really set it all off was, I think it was Ugga, was it Narcissus that first tried to hit us there? And it didn't work because we had all of our arrows, we had our blazing light, we got a good angle, we were able to get a few units knocked. And then we chased him. And we chased him. And we chased him. And then the other guy came in. He tried to fight us. And at that point, we had battle healers on top of our stuff. Fortunate we didn't get run over there. I have no... I'm not sure what exactly was different about that match. Other than we got to a certain size and we didn't take losses. Common and rare units are almost exactly the same for everyone because of how good they are. You know, King V, you're not wrong. I think the only, like, commons right now, like, the 3 commons that people are picking are the ones that are part of our lineup. Poco, Mavis, and Trader. Almost everyone is picking Poco, Mavis, and Trader. Why can't I see that? Okay. Now, for the rares, though, you can make an argument that Wizard is not needed on certain heroes. I think BK, it makes sense because he only has 1 fist. I think that on RK, you could say you probably don't need it on RK because he has such good cooldown reduction with his passive, picking up coins, being able to get the deliveries, and also opening boxes gives him opening chests gives you extra deliveries. So, like, this middle slot, Wizard, I think is pretty flexible. And then I also think the epics on the back end, the Dr. T slot could be pretty flexible depending on what hero you're using. But, like, Battle Healer and Optimus, I see most everyone having Battle Healer and Optimus in their squad right now. The third slot is sort of the question mark. The Dr. T slot is the question. The flex pick. And the reason I put it in for Queen is because I need a little bit more interruption, but also, like, body blocking. Having that crab on the field can actually be really helpful. What's up, N7R? How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Second hour seems to be going a little bit better. First hour, I was like, man, I'm back on the Fireball because I saw Stormy running it. But in every single one of my lobbies, Fireball is just never getting the value that he is in his games. Not sure what the deal is there. But I also, when I'm watching his games, I don't see nearly as many Royale Kings that are, like, just crazy massive. A lot of squaddies need to improve, like Bandit and Miner. I don't know what they could do without remaking them. Full screen, here we go. All right, focus up. Mavis, run the ring. We'll take a wizard early. That's actually kind of nice.
Wizard. Fusion. 5 players remaining. Mega.
Can we get one more trader here? Perfect.
2 minutes left. Fusion.
Beautiful.
Trader. Mega. Sweet.
Go to bed.
4 players remaining. Dynamite. Three players remaining. Dynamite. Fusion.
Perfect.
Final stretch.
The re-engage, baby.
Gem mine open. 2 players remaining. Battle healer. Fusion.
I think he probably killed that king.
Battle healer.
GG. GG.
Second place. Impressive.
I actually had Stormy in my first lobby today. First time I've ever seen him in a game. He got me at the end, finished first and second. Nice, Doc. That's what's up. Where's Stormy at in cups right now? Did he get to 8,000 last season, or did he get to 4 and stop? Let me see. Where is Stormy? He's not in game. I think Stormy's all the way down here, right? Yeah. 3,737. Okay. Yep. I mean, definitely not bad. I don't know that, but to kind of follow up with what King V was saying, I don't know that they could really do anything to improve Bandit and Miner unless they like reworked Bandit to where it would dash and stun a unit without that being like an active ability, you know? That might make it actually very good. If it would like dash and like, even if it was like a short stun, but it would like sort of stun and knock up a unit for like half a second. That could make Bandit very good. Miner, they would have to like give it a stun to make it playable. But that's why we have Knuckles. Knuckles is sort of like the Temu Miner of 2.0, you know? Temu 1.0 Miner of 2.0, if that makes any sense. And you know, it's interesting. When I was watching Stormy's video today about the broken build, in one of the games he was playing Knuckles, which I thought was like, really? Knuckles? But it is what it is. I guess like, because of the way the Knuckle passive works, you don't have to like, do you have to run around to charge up the Knuckles passive, or does it just charge over time? So you could be in the middle of a fight and then it would burrow and then erupt. Is that the idea? All right. Time to get big, right? Sure. There was a missed fist, but we've sort of missed our window. He's gonna have it back now. Rip! Another kill! His fireball, I think. Almost made it out of there pretty cleanly. Sonic, though. Come here! God, he's so slippery! GG. Besides Bandit and Knuckles, often people miss the hero buffs to squaddies. They miss them? Or they're not paying attention to him? Is that what you're saying? Miner's considered as a fighter, I think, so that doesn't help BK. Yeah, dude, that's the other thing. Like, shouldn't Miner be a supplier? Like, that's one thing I don't understand, right? Like, if the function of it is to burrow, and then when it comes up, he gives you a coin, wouldn't that be a supplier? I mean, it's a really underwhelming supplier, but wouldn't that make him a supplier? And the same thing for Bandit. Aren't you getting coins extra coins for busting units. So wouldn't that make Bandit a supplier? Definitely some strange classification of some of the squaddies that I don't really get. And those are two really good examples. Harsh, I do. That's why I don't bother to too much about speedsters at this point. Hold on a sec. Oh, so you're using Trader instead of speedsters. Yeah, that you see, if that's my only source of speed, that would never fly for my games. Like people would what? Yeah, GG's, Addis, GG's. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. All right, queue up. Here we go. What I can say is that having a guarantee on your economy with the coin stash definitely helps. I'm not that great landing my fireballs. It's harder to hit now. But bro, the game actually doesn't want me to have... Does not want me to have the Mavis. Sorry, I got quiet there for a sec. It's a king. Okay. We have at least one king here, so we're going to need the Frank. There he is. Who is that? What do they want? Bro, I almost killed him. Almost killed him. Very close. All right, we got a little bit more money. Get out of there. Run. Very nice. Another battle healer.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
GG!
Finish.
GG!
You won.
Nice game. We got Mr. Popo Teach. There we go. GG's. There we go. How do you say that name, by the way? Is it Popo Tech or Popo Teach? Or is it something else? I don't know. GG! So, if we're thinking about where our most success has been with this build so far, it's not getting ridiculously aggressive in the early game. Like, relying on coin stash to actually scale you up. It's nice to see you again. Guys, TC, the display is good like you did. I like it. Thank you. I have to give credit, though, to Werteman's ZZZZ. He actually made a couple different things for me. And I gave him some feedback and said, you know, I like to be able to customize basically what you see right here. So, like, in the end, I just basically said I really like the concept of having the camera that size in that position. If you could just send me this box that you see around my head here, and then I'll just kind of go with the general idea of what he had to have this sort of strip along the bottom where I could fill in information on my own. So I have to give him credit, and I also use the same asset over here when I retooled this page. And because I retooled this page, I loaded it so when I come to my army discussion, that larger screen, when I change this screen, anything I change over here automatically shows up over here. 5-head, right? Ghost is top 1 Germany. Yeah, Ghost is good. Ghost is a good guy. Ghost is a good guy. I honestly love seeing Ghost rage. Like when he rages, I think it's I mean it's like why I watch. Let's keep it going. So strangely enough, coins on Queen feels good, but it's because I feel the need to force a rich economy, force the large army, because that's what it seems like. Everyone in these lobbies is doing exactly the same thing, right? Everyone's on coins right now. Everyone's on coins and chicken clones, coins and blazing light. And so if I'm not on coins and I'm not finding early kills, the fireball doesn't really do as much as you want it to do in the late game. People have too many sources of healing. A medic plus a Optimus Prime. When you combine those two things, like the burn from a fireball is hardly doing anything at all. If nothing else, you might even be healing through it. Finally giving us what we want. Paco. I would go in there and mess with that guy. I don't want to risk my life though. That's Popo though. He will turn around. Bro.
Unstoppable. 6 players remaining. Mega. 5 players remaining.
Perfect timing. Came down right as all this is starting to respawn. No! He pinned me against the wall. All the Germans rage great, especially Sass. Oh yeah, Sass rage is great too. I think raging in German sounds so much cooler than raging in English. Raging in English, we sound like terrible people. But raging in German, it's like, it reminds me of the movies, like when I see guys rage in German, and I just like can't help but laugh. You know what I mean? Optimus Prime was released in 2.0. He would have 100% been a hero. I think so too, King V. I think that's a really good point. Optimus Prime would have made a really good hero. I don't know if he'd be a warrior or a healer. Maybe a healer. Probably a warrior though. He's Optimus Prime. He has to be a warrior.
Collect gems to win. Go.
That's assuming that they release him exactly the same way, right? Nothing says that he'd be released precisely the same way.
Fusion. Mega.
I don't know what I was doing. That was a king.
Fusion. Mega. Coco. Coco. Fusion. Coco. Mega. Unstoppable.
Whoa! That was lucky. That was 2 real ones too. That was Greg's other axe. That was extremely fortunate.
Players remaining. Wizard. Wizard.
Ultimate third-party magic right there.
Wizard. Mega. Six players remaining. Fusion.
Money again.
2 minutes left.
That's a bot. We should go get that kill before he does, yeah?
Mega. 5 players remaining. Battle healer. Crushing it. 4 players remaining. Battle healer. Fusion. 3 players remaining. Battle healer. Mega.
I think we can fight.
2 players remaining. Dr. T. Final stretch. Gem line open.
What a game!
Epic win.
What a game! Got the BK. GG. Oh, and that was Greg's best. Look at that. Look at 9th and 10th, dude. Ooh. Those knuckleheads ran right into me at the beginning of that match. Oh, boy. What a third party double kill. Holy crap. They died immediately. Those guys died instantly. That's why chasing for kills in the early game like that can be so dangerous. American Rage from They Coming. Yeah. Whoo! Oh boy. Greg's other axe has taken some cups from me in the past. I do not feel bad about that one at all. But that's a 9th and a 10th for those guys. Yikers. Yikers. All right, guys, we get one more game, then I'm going to use... I'll take another bathroom break. No, you said refreshing lineup. We don't refresh lineup in Squad League. Seems like he needs another buff. BK lost seems like it... Nah, he didn't hit the fist. He didn't get the fist that he needed. Also, I had taken some units right before that engagement as well, and he didn't get anything from me. So I was only adding to my squad for like the last 30 seconds of that match, and he'd been chipped down a little bit. And then when we got in on top of him, we had a squatty advantage. And as soon as we get a couple more knocks, it's like, ooh, we start to snowball that. I hope someone clipped that on Twitch. I'm not near my laptop. I will clip that, actually. I'll clip it after the fact. So that game was minute 152, probably. Or 1 hour 52. That's one thing. Mods, if you want to be G's, start clipping stuff for me. Because I would love to, like, upload your clips. I would love to, because now I have this new layout. I can better clip my streams. All right, here we go. Or I can make my shorts a little bit easier. Not intentional. It's fat finger. Start hitting your shots, TC. Slow start for money. Also, I'm not really paying attention as well to my coin stash. I probably missed a little bit of money on that coin stash this game so far.
5 players remaining. 4 players remaining. Wizard Fusion.
I think this is probably ready here. Yeah.
2 minutes.
Man. Pull your carrot. I'm just dead. GG.
Busted. Fourth place. Nicely done.
ACAP Spider is usually a pretty decent queen player, if I'm not mistaken, and he's on RK. That's interesting. Now, who's this guy here? Is that what's his name?
Fusion. Gem mine open.
Lung, Long, probably. GG's.
Common.
All right, guys, time for a bathroom break. If you're new to my stream, I put up a 2-minute timer. When it counts down to 0, I'm back in my seat, and we resume for 1 more hour of the stream. We're keeping the Queen push alive right now. And yeah, so if you've been watching for a little while, I encourage you to stand up, give a little stretch yourself, walk around the house a little bit, get a drink of water, you know, freshen up, feel good. In 2 minutes, we will resume. I'm going to go and set the timer right now, and I'll see you soon. Don't go anywhere. All right, we are back. We are back. And before you ask, yes, I washed my hands. I'm rubbing it in your face. I'm rubbing it in your face right now. I washed my hands. Jeez. Yes, I washed my hands. Okay? They're washed. We're clean. We're feeling good. Get it off for another hour. 1 more hour to the stream. This is the lineup if you're interested in using it. I'll go ahead and queue while we're chatting. Army's right here. You can catch your screenshot. If you share it with a friend, be sure to tell them where you got it. And also, guys, we are nearing our goal of 5,000 subscribers. In the last few days, we have jumped to 4,925 subscribers. In the last month, we've gained 150. So I'm definitely feeling pretty good about that. No doubt the shout from class has helped, and I certainly appreciate that. I'll never forget it. But we got a game. Full screen. Here we go. Again, we have Dr. Eggman attacks. Oh boy. Can we get the early Mavis? Can we hit the stride with the Mavis?
Leon. Fusion. Leon. Mega.
Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. That was a mistake. There's a bot up here, though.
7 players remaining. Mega. Nice move. 6 players.
Got most of the money there.
Dominance.
Bot kills a bot kill.
Traitor.
Not quite there. It's fine.
Traitor. Fusion. 4 players remaining. Traitor. Mega. Dynamite. Dynamite. Fusion. 2 minutes left.
His chicken clones kind of blocked me.
Dynamite. Mega.
A little bit of damage, not enough. I don't know where to go.
Wizard. Final stretch.
God, that sucks. GG.
3
The real question is, did you shake it more than twice? I'll leave that to your imagination, Doc. I'll leave it. I'll leave you guys in suspense on that one. The more the game grows, the more subs you gonna get. Liking so much your content, man. Thank you very much, Wolfman. Thank you. Don't know you before. I'm so glad you're here, Wolfman. So glad you're here. I know that like today is a holiday in the USA, so I'm probably missing some of my USA viewers. But then again, there's Doc's a USA viewer. He's in the chat. Doc's here. But yeah. It's all gravy though. Like we're growing. I know what it's like to grow as a smaller channel. I started with Clash of Clans years ago, and it was hard work. It was really hard work, and that was before Clash had like really taken off with all the esports, which seems to be like a major driving force for Clash of Clans now. And it's almost like if that had been around when I was when I was heavily invested in Clash of Clans, I probably would still be playing Clash of Clans. But it didn't come around soon enough, and I got burnt out and just stopped streaming and stopped creating content altogether and kind of ghosted. And I feel bad about it, kind of. There is definitely a little bit of regret there for me. But you know, life happens. Things change for people. Circumstances change. And you know, I was never able to like really monetize back then, and I was really like hoping that was going to be something that I could do. It's not to say I didn't make any money. I did make some money, but it was never like income that I could like write home about, you know. He wanted to fight, and then he lost everything for it. Mavis.
7 players remaining. Poco. Poco. Fusion. Poco. Mega. Wizard. Wizard. Fusion. 6 players remaining. 5 players remaining. Wizard. Mega. Four players remaining.
Oh my god, I got stuck on a wall. Skill issue.
2 minutes left. Max.
I thought I won that.
Poco.
Evidently, I did not.
Mavis.
Man. Every time we try to take a trade, we end up losing it.
Final stretch. Gem line open. Fusion. Battle healer. Battle healer. Fusion. 30 seconds. Mega. 3 players remaining. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
GG! Close one. Chaotic game, but close one.
Nice. Outstanding.
Mod says I'm here. Most of the holiday stuff happens at night. Yeah, man. I mean that's when all the fireworks are. I'm definitely gonna try to see some fireworks tonight. Fireworks are like what make you feel alive, like for this holiday. That's one thing. Like around the time that the pandemic started, I think I just like fell out of touch with a lot of our like regular holidays. I stopped celebrating I stopped celebrating. And it was because I felt like there was nothing to celebrate for. You know? That sounds really like grim. But like that was definitely part of my mindset. It was like, why are we celebrating right now? Everything's garbage. Like we're all locked up. We're all inside. We're all not socializing anymore. Movie theaters are basically dead. You know, like that's what that felt like. But now it's like it's all that stuff is starting to come back and like feel like it's like the culture is starting to like revitalize itself, you know? And I know that it comes from people and like our involvement. It's just taking time for people to come back out again, you know? To leave their homes, to start with the social life again, you know? How are we supposed to play Dr. Eggman if we don't really care about the rings? Are we supposed to go middle at the beginning? And speak of the devil, here it is. Like every third match, it feels like we get a Dr. Eggman, if not every other match. And sometimes we get Dr. Eggman like 2 or 3 in a row. All right, we got Aldous again. Aldous was in the chat earlier. He might still be. All right, Mr. Aldous. Looking okay. Bro. Bro, I'm so salty. I can't hit these right now. All right, relax. Loosen up. Oh my god. The queen came in for the third-party assassination and then left the king alone! He's no HP! Kill the king! Oh my gosh! What is up with these players? Oh, that was looking good and then it wasn't. Oh, we got hit with the third party in the corner. Ah. Next. Buster says, hey, TC, just got home from the beach today. Drop a like in the chat. Dude, lucky you. Man, I haven't been to the beach or anything like that in such a long time. I had a job in a restaurant as a manager for almost 4 years. And you know how many vacations I actually got to take? Like, I actually went on what I would call a vacation one time. The rest of my time off, I just had time off. Couldn't afford to actually take vacations. Sad day, man. That's actually why I left that job. They're like, you got to be in charge of all this, but we're never going to make you comfortable enough to where you can actually enjoy the time that you have outside of work. Just felt totally wrong. Guess it is what it is. See if this was the right choice here. I didn't mean to do that either. Oh, we're in a bad spot, guys.
8 players remaining.
Since we're here, we're here. Guess we're doing it all wrong today.
Players remaining. 6 players remaining. Coco. Fusion. Five players remaining. Coco. Mega.
No, we're just dead. And he's gonna chase me through the bots. Like, help me, dude. Like, what is this garbage?
4 play busted. 5th place.
He was mad at me for taking him down at was it 10th place last few games back. But now he's got no troops. Same situation. So all that chasing, he's got nothing now. I don't see BK health. My style quickly kill and run. Oh, you were the one that got us in the corner. Bro, you're trolling, dude. That king had like 4 units. You had a massive squad. I have no idea why you didn't just stay and kill him too. Or at least like circle back after you confirm the kill and like grab a box. Like that's also smart, right? Like say if you KO me. But that guy had like nothing left. And you just ran away from him. F2P Wish. What's up, Mr. Wish? How's it going? Welcome back. Welcome back. Where do you work now? Well, I am a part-time piano teacher. And I also am house sitting, I guess, at least somewhat professionally now. I've done it. I've done house sitting a couple times within the last month. 2 times within the last month. Pays pretty well for what it is. The only thing that kind of stinks is when they ask you to like stay in their house. Like I'd rather sleep in my own bed. I don't really like the idea that I have to like go sleep in someone's house just because they want someone to be with the dog at night. All right, we finally get a good Mavis pull. We're not messing this one up. We're not even bothering with these bots. Except for that one. And we're going to hit the bullseye on all these. We're not throwing any into the grass anymore. No more of that, says TC. No more of that. Just let that be for a minute, and we'll go third party it.
7 players remaining.
Very nice.
Dynamite. Mega.
He's still kind of weak.
2 minutes.
Very good.
Nice move.
Nice, we're cooking.
Players remaining. Wizard. Fusion. Wizard. Mega. Nice. 3 players remaining. 3. Fusion. Final stretch. Gem mine open.
I saw you. Respect.
Mega. Dr. T. Fusion. 30 seconds left. Dr. T. Mega.
GG.
Finish.
GG.
Flawless victory.
How long you streamed today? 3 hours today for sure. I've got some dogs to take care of. I have to leave right after the stream to go take care of the dogs. Let's see. Doc says you had 2 vacations in 11 years as a Hilton GM. Yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks, Doc. That really sucks. The fact that they can have you running that establishment the way you were, and you could only afford to take 2 actual vacations in 11 years. You're only going to live to like 70, like 80 years, 90 if you're lucky. That's 11 years of your life, and you had 2 vacations in that period of time. And those were your younger years when life's more fun and comfortable and you're more physically able, right? So like that, it's completely changed my perspective on like what's important in life working in that restaurant. Like, I will never work as somebody's slave. Like, I'm never gonna work for you so you can be rich and happy if you can't also make me comfortable doing that. Like, if you're gonna be rich and have your home and have multiple homes, vacation homes, travel all year long and do all that shit, like, you have to make me happy for me to work for you. Instead of me, like, burning the candle at both ends, shouldering all of that stress. Like, screw that. Screw that. No way. Not happening ever again. If I find out that you're a crappy employer upon taking a job, I'm going to make my exit as soon as humanly possible. And if you're that bad of a person to me, if you treat me that poorly, I'm gonna leave without notice. Like, I left my last job, 2 weeks notice, see you later. Did not care what happened after that. Did not care if they were under stress, if they couldn't replace me right away, if they chose not to replace me at all. It didn't matter to me. I just had to be out. Wasn't gonna do it anymore. So we got so anyways, I'm having left that job in February. I've been unemployed since then, and then this month I got hired as, or like at the end of June, I got hired as a part-time piano teacher. And then started doing some pet sitting end of June as well. And I'm doing more pet sitting right now. And I've been streaming since April. So I've just kind of like reset some of my priorities in terms of like what's going to actually make me happy. Like, what do I really want to spend my time doing? You know? And if you're a young person that's like just getting into the workforce, I would say don't lose sight of the fact that your younger years in your 20s and your 30s are like the time where you're going to enjoy vacation the most. The older you get, the less you can enjoy vacation. You're not going to be as physically able. You may not want to stay up all night dancing in a club on a cruise ship. But in your 20s, you will want to do that, and you will never forget it. So don't lose sight of that stuff. Solid feeling start. That feels good. Took his Mavis. And their queen, by the way. Get out of there. Thought I was winning, then I'm not. He is bigger. Poof, baby. Wow. Where's this last guy, huh? GG. Doc says that's why I left. So what did you do after you were a Hilton GM, Doc? Like when you left the Hilton, what did you do after that? I'm actually super curious about that. What did you make of your life next? No more Eggman? Yeah. Nice. See, we have a much better time not playing the Eggman mod in Squad League. Jin White is strong. VNO is strong. Jin White is very strong. All right, here we go.
players remaining. Mega.
Almost got him there. Almost something.
Trader. 8 players remaining.
You're gonna pay. If you're gonna take all that from me,
Players remaining.
you're gonna pay.
Pogo. Pogo. Fusion. Pogo. 6 players remaining. Mega. 5 players remaining. Trader.
Bro,
Nice. 4 players remaining. Fusion. Trader. Mega. Dynamite. 2 minutes. Dynamite. Fusion. Dynamite. Mega.
last second pulls are great.
Wizard. Wizard. Fusion. Wizard. Mega. Friend.
Something's going on up here. No, he's just running the ring.
Final stretch.
Good heavens.
Gem line open.
Almost lost it.
Mega. 30 seconds. 3 players remaining.
We got something done.
Leon. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
GG! Me and my son started a 3D printing business. We still do it. That's cool, Doc. How did you get into 3D printing? I had fun in my younger days, but I make memories now. You see, that's something else. I'm not married. I haven't had children. So, like, I feel like I would be able to, like, enjoy my life more if I had that, but not vacationing, right? Like, if you have the family, you're making memories with your kids, you know, you have this, you know, you're building a family, you're raising a child, like, that's cool stuff. But I haven't, like, found that yet in my life. One of these days, maybe. I mean, I used to, like, give, like, dating apps a shot. And to be honest, like, I had decent success finding, like, a couple, like, solid relationships. Two of them, sadly, two of those relationships ended because I had major life changes. Like, the first girl that I met on a dating app, I had to move to Turkey. And we hadn't been dating but like 3-4 months, and I was like, actually really liked her, but it didn't make sense to like keep it going with such a fresh relationship, given that I had no idea how long I was going to be there. You know, it just didn't seem fair. So we ended that, and it was amicable, obviously. She was like, no, you have to go. You have to go do that. That's like a massive opportunity for you. So I left to teach abroad. And it was when I was abroad that I got hooked up with Clash of Clans, actually. So, interesting little connection there. And then the other girl that I met on a dating app that I really liked, we weren't quite ready to like get married. And, like we weren't quite there with the relationship yet. But she couldn't stay in the United States because her visa was expiring. She had to go back to her country. So just like I got kicked out of Turkey because visas were pulled unceremoniously by Erdogan and Trump. They got into a fight and they pulled each other's visas, each other's countries' visas. The same thing happened to her. A similar thing happened to her. She was coming to the end of her work visa, and they weren't going to let her renew it. So unless I'd like married her, and then we had like sort of she just kind of stayed, which was like, it would have been sort of a gray area whether or not that would have been legal for her to do. It would have, she just had to go home. And because that was the case, I couldn't exactly follow her. And guess what happened shortly after that? Pandemic lockdowns. And I completely lost touch with her. Sucks, man. Sucks. So yeah, I haven't really found another woman in the past. Let's see. When was the last time I actually dated somebody? 3 years, I think. It's been 3 years, 4 years. I want to say it's about 3.5 years since I dated. And my last relationship did not end well, to say the least. I'm actually like, I'm kind of shocked at it. Just like how crazy that whole situation was. Not going to be sharing that with you. But yeah, that was a situation where you should not be dating one another. And I wanted out, but there was a complication because we'd moved in together. We'd been living together for a brief stint. Very quickly, I discovered that was a terrible decision. And yeah. So it's been 3.5 years since I've dated anybody. At least, I think it's been 3.5 years. It might be 4.5 years at this point. I'm not sure. Is the YT for wide or YouTube? Huh? YouTube usually. YT is usually for YouTube. Like Buster on YouTube. Buster YT, YouTube. Buster on YouTube. Doc says, plus we've always had the farm. Net income we split between me and my brother and my mother. Okay. So you have like a foundation, like a family business. You have multiple family businesses. What am I talking about? It's pretty cool. Da 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 da. Ah, you got one. Thing is, the early trades don't matter that much as long as we don't die from it, you know?
Trader. Fusion. Trader. Mega. Coco.
That was scary.
Coco.
Not what I thought was going to happen.
Coco. Mega. Wizard. 7 players remaining. 6 players remaining. 5 players remaining. Wizard. Fusion. 4 players remaining. Wizard. Mega. Dynamite. 2 minutes.
Okay. Man, I'm just not hitting, I guess.
3 players remaining.
Greg's other axe is on his queen.
Dynamite.
Almost hit the wrong one there.
Dynamite. Mega.
See about this right here. Dude. Rude. I would love if Mavis picked the darn carrots.
Gem line open. Fusion.
That's awkward.
Mega.
Just eaten. So much immediate damage sandwich. GG. I think we almost pulled out second right there. How close was it actually? Maybe not. If we got both trees, probably. My son is autistic. He started coding at 8. We got one printer to make a few things to go with his Mario Kart Live, and it ballooned. He designs IPO, the mechanical side. That's what's up, Doc. That's so cool, man. Yeah, you know, I think I'm going to sound really dumb, but I found out that one of my best friends is autistic like 2 or 3 years ago. And I've known this guy since we were like teenagers. I guess growing up, it just never dawned on me. It never dawned on me. We were just always friends. Like, I've got I have a lot of like weird, goofy friends, right? And I found out that my friend was autistic, and and I'm an adult. Like, I'm in my 30s, and I'm finding out that my friend of like 20 plus years is autistic. I mean, he's functional. Like, he still socializes. Like, he's not. It's not like he doesn't go out. It's not like he can't talk to people. But I didn't know. Like, does that make me dumb, or does like? I didn't know. I had no idea. Why Dr. T, not Alita? Because I need something in front of me to like body block certain things. And Dr. T and Alita 1 or Dr. T, that crab actually kind of locks people up. I actually really like the way the crab works. But yeah, I don't know. I've always had like strange, like weird friends, or at least in my mind, kind of strange or weird. I think I'm kind of weird. But like, I never knew that one of my best friends was actually autistic. I just thought he was him. I just thought it was him. I just thought it was his personality. And so finding that out, I mean, it obviously doesn't change anything. Like, I'll probably end up seeing him tonight when we hang out with our, you know, our core group of friends for the celebrations. But it's like, I had no clue. I really didn't know until he came out and said it. Until he just said it one day. I was like, wait a minute. You are? All right. I think we got a couple more games in us. Got a couple more games. If you'd like to try the army yourself, here it is. I can say that coins on queen with Mavis, at least in my lobbies against these players, making sure you actually get big at all costs and you don't have any money problems is critical. When it comes to landing fireballs, in the late game against like a maxed out RK, it doesn't always do something when you land that fireball. And that's my issue with it. It's like early game, it can be really nice to like screw up a tiny squad, right? But in the late game, it's not always effective. Don't want that. What?
8 players remaining. Traitor. 7 players remaining. Traitor. 6 players remaining. Mega.
It's gonna be a third party.
Players remaining. Dynamite.
He stole the key though.
Fusion. 4 players remaining.
Another key? Wow, lucky day.
Wizard. 2 minutes. Fusion.
Got a couple units from him. That's big, actually. Just got to challenging that king a little bit. Giving him a little sauce. Yikes.
Fusion.
I'm not quite dealing the damage.
3 players remaining.
It's not quite there.
Battle ruler. 30 seconds left.
Ah. GG. Now that guy is the very first queen of the day that I've seen on heavy. So people at the beginning of the stream were saying, you need heavy to win. You need heavy to win. I'm sorry, you're incorrect. You don't need heavy to win. That is actually the first heavy I've seen all stream long. Actually the first. About to eat. Get on the boat for a spot for the fireworks. Talk to you later, bro. See you later, Doc. Peace out, man. See the heavy. Dude, Kieran. It buffs units. I know exactly what it does. That is the first queen we've seen with heavy today. The first. The first.
Common.
All right, we get one more game, and then we're out of here. Please no Eggman on our last game. Please no Eggman. Anything but Eggman. Something, just give me a more vanilla squad game mode. It's really what I want right now. Super Ice Spirits. Mega Boss Showdown or whatever it is. Mega Boss Showdown would be nice. A Tree Giant. A Gift Critters. This is the most generic of generic monster pets. Okay. Here we go. Can we get a W to end the stream?
Leon. Fusion. Max. Fusion. Leon. Mega. Max. Mega. Mavis. Mavis. Fusion. Mavis. Mega.
What is this monkey doing, dude?
Leon. Raider. 9 players remaining. Trader. Fusion. Trader. Mega. 8 players remaining. 7 players remaining. Coco. Fusion. Coco. 6 players remaining. Mega. Wizard.
Come here.
Crushing it! 5 players remaining. 4 players remaining. Wizard! Fusion! Wizard! Mega! Dynamite!
Oh, I got him!
3 players remaining. Nice move.
Poof!
Dynamite. Mega. Fusion. Mega. Final stretch.
Perfect.
Gem line open. 2 players remaining. Mega. Battle healer. Battle healer. Fusion. 30 seconds left. Battle healer. Mega.
He's not gonna catch me. He has to come fight me, though.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
G, 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 G!
Flawless victory.
Yeah, TC, but my argument will always be it's not always who's top ladder, because at the moment it's how much time you put in, not showing the skill of your actual build, rather time and how many games you play. But are you saying, but you're relating that to like the fact that you say heavy is like obligatory? I don't believe that. Like those two things don't automatically correlate, man. There's plenty of queens that are beating me with no heavy. You're not obliged to play heavy if you're on queen right now. Because look, and this is like going back to the fact that like there's so many hot shots in the game that you have so many options for what you can run. Like you can fully stack your rares with hot shots. You can fully stack your commons with hot shots. You can, what is there, like 1 or 2 hot shots for, let's see, there's only 1 epic hot shot right now. But you can full stack your rares, you could full stack your commons, and you would have the ability to run even more hot shots up front. You don't always have to synergize every little thing with your queen. Like, it's not working for me, because if I give up any one of those commons, I'm missing something. If I go to my start, right, and I don't automatically start Max and Leon, I can't escape people if they want to run up on me like crazy. And there's a lot of queens running around the map that are trying to assassinate people. If I don't have the ability to do the exact same sort of movements with my queen, I'm just gonna lose. Like, you have to, like, queen, it's becoming more and more clear to me that the queen start is the queen start. It's Max Leon. Like, if you don't play Max Leon, you're really putting yourself in a precarious position. You don't have the ability to chase, you don't have the ability to run. And even if you have these two things, if an RK has chicken feet and he gets Trader Potion, you can still be gas pedaled to death. Like, it happens. It still happens. So, like, it's... As much as I want there to be, like, a perfect, like, heavy usage, because of, like, the passive seems amazing, right? I'm winning games without it, and people are beating me without it. So it's not to say that, like, you have to run it. But you say, but it feels way better. It's your opinion, my guy. It's your opinion. Being aggressive changes a lot. Yeah, you know, when I am aggressive, I still want to be on Max Leon. And running Fireball just doesn't scale as well as I want it to for me. Like, if I'm not finding those early aggressive plays, I'm just taking 3rd or 4th place. Like, I have to get bigger. Greg here, by the way. Oh, so you're Greg's other axe? What's up, man? Welcome to the stream, dude. Glad to see you. Yeah, Jaime. So this is Greg's other axe. This is another one. This is another player that will run this. And actually, just so you know, sir, I saw you running Wizard Leon start, and you got a really early battle healer, and then you picked up a heavy on top of that, and you just like cornered me, and there was absolutely nothing I could do. It was like the most fortunate situation. Like it was your 3rd pick was your battle healer. So you had 3 units. You had Wizard, Leon, and a battle healer. And I think after that, you grabbed a heavy. And then you just cornered me. And you had too much HP. I couldn't go anywhere, right? But that was the most fortunate early game, like, bully you with HP cheese. But he says, but I lose in game because I sacrifice farming. It's exactly it, right? Like, so he's understanding, like, that it's around a play style. Like, unless you get enormous off of a play like that, if you don't have the economy to back it up, like, Mavis, like, really saves me. In, like, even if I, like, say I do try to get semi-aggressive in, like, in the mid-game, or if I try to chip people down, if I take any losses and I don't have a supplier, I cannot bounce back. I can't bounce back when your box cost is like 20, 35, 50. No farmer means you can't bounce. He says, I go for real players early. Yes, I can tell. I can tell. Abel Brawl, what's up, man? Welcome back to the stream. So anyways, it's been a really cool stream today. I hope you guys like the new overlay. I did a lot of retooling, and we'll continue to adjust this. Obviously, there's a little blank space in the middle here that I'm going to fill out, ideally with the stream information, but it requires me messing with this scene a little bit more and kind of recalibrating that one. But the cool thing about this scene right now is that if I change anything about my army discussion scene right here, where I can hot swap all these icons for other things, it automatically updates this little smaller preview on the bottom left of the screen here. Which I'm like, wow. Massive W there. Massive W. You say you're about to take a break and hang with the family. Figured I'd drop my whopping 1 viewers here for you. Ah! I'm actually signing off now myself. Have a good stream and happy 4th. Appreciate it, Abel. Appreciate it, man. So yeah, I don't know. I just when it comes to building Queen, I'm like, it seems day to day I'm back and forth between, does Fireball feel good? Does Coin Stash feel good? Someone mentioned chicken feet earlier today, chicken clones, and what I can say about that is the worst feeling ability on Queen that I've played yet. It gets nuked out so easy in the late game when you're trying to attack somebody. Any amount of splash, boom, chickens are gone. You're now moving at 2 miles an hour again, right? I can say chicken clones does not feel good on Queen. I've never had good games with chicken clones on Queen. I've had good games with Fireball Blazing Light. I've had good games with Coin Stash Blazing Light. I've had some I've even had some decent games with Barbarian Charge with Blazing Light. Surprisingly, actually. Fireball, Barbarian Charge feels pretty nice, but it doesn't feel like Coin Sash. It doesn't feel like Fireball. Aime? Yeah, Aime, dude. It's Spanish, right? It's a Spanish name. Yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. I need to go take care of some dogs. I gotta drive across town. It takes me about a half hour to get there. I gotta put them out and feed them, and then I'm going to see friends tonight for the 4th of July festivities. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Sorry if I was a little tired. I had to sleep in someone else's house last night, and their dog woke me up in the middle of the night at 4:30 a.m. Did not sleep soundly. Hopefully I'm able to sleep a little better for these nights coming up. Oh my gosh, just did not sleep well in that house. Anyways, I'll catch y'all later. Much love. Peace out.